Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is part 4 of my Makeup 101 series, and this video will be about applying your foundation as well as concealing. So I am going to begin with a brush that I use almost every day for applying foundation. Looks like this. And I'm just going to, before I do that, I'm going to prime my face. And this is just a primer that's going to help reduce any oiliness. So it's supposed to matte out the face. It doesn't take much. So I'm just going to dab that onto the skin here. And this feels like it's like a silicone almost. So it glides over the skin really, really nicely. Even though it was just that small amount that I had, that is going to cover my entire face. I'm just going to let that sit in for just a moment. And while that is sitting, I'm going to go ahead and take my foundation, which I'm going to be using my CoverGirl True Blend. I'm going to take and pump some of that onto my brush here. I'm just gonna stipple this over my face. Just kind of blend that into the skin. I really love foundation because it helps to even out the skin tone, and depending upon what type of coverage you get, can even cover up blemishes. But I tend to get foundations that have pretty light to medium coverage. I don't think I have any full coverage foundations, only because I don't have really blemished skin like that where I need to cover any scars or anything like that. Also want to make sure you take your foundation down onto your neck, because you don't want your face and your neck to be two totally different colors. It needs to just blend seamlessly together. So there's that. This matte face, all one flat color. So now what I'm going to do is brighten my skin a little bit with some concealer. So, and there are two different concealers that I usually use. One is like a skin tone color, so one that matches my skin if I'm trying to spot conceal. So basically covering any blemishes that are on my face. The other concealer that I use is one that's like just about 2 shades lighter than my own skin tone, and I use that to brighten under my eye. So I'm going to grab my concealer here, and this is just my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and that's in the color of Warm Honey. I like this one. It comes with a brush, and I just squeezed a little bit too much out. And so I'm just gonna go and go under. Let me zoom in so you all can see. Go under my eye. Put this here. And I'm going to grab my brush that I normally use to smooth this out. Just trying to somewhat mask my bags here. Break it down some, a bit of a triangle. And just blend it in. Okay. And then I do like to take a damp Beauty Blender sponge and just blend that in. You want everything to flow together. Okay. And that is pretty much it. So foundation and concealer. Now I do have to set that cream product, that concealer, because otherwise that stuff will crease. So I'm just going to take my Coty Airspun powder, and I'm going to take my brush here, if I can find my brush. I don't see my brush. One I normally use. I am slipping. Okay, so let me just grab another brush. This is going to be awkward. Okay, I'm going to just grab just this goat hair brush. I go into my powder and just go in and set that. Then for this part, you can also use a latex cosmetic sponge, which I have some of those. I just forgot to bring it to the table. So that's why I'm using this brush here. Or using a brush, I should say, because I normally use a latex sponge, but if I'm being lazy and don't feel like reaching behind me, which is sad, then I'll usually grab, have a small tapered blending brush that I'll usually grab. All right, so that is foundation and concealer. Now my foundation, I do set that as well. But I'm going to wait to do that part because I want to highlight and contour. And then after I highlight and contour, I set my face. So I do appreciate you watching this video on applying foundation and concealer. And just stay tuned because the last part of the Makeup 101 series, part 5, about highlighting, contouring, putting on the blush and the lipstick color, that's all going to be in that video. So I do appreciate you all for watching, and if God allows it, we'll do it again. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.